Hello everyone, my name is Sagar Mane. I work as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. In this session, we are going to see how to implement pop-ups with the help of Xamarin Forms. Learning outcome. At the end of this session, students will be able to develop a Xamarin pop-up application and perform various actions on it. Display an alert. When a button is tapped, the respective event handler method is executed. The onDisplayAlert button click method calls the displayAlert method to display a model alert with a single OK button. Once the alert is dismissed, the user can continue interacting with the application. So in this tutorial, we are going to see how to implement display an alert. So display an alert is also called as a pop-ups in Xamarin. So this is an example of display an alert. So as we have discussed, two different files are very important, mainpage.xaml and mainpage.xaml.cs file. Our design code is available in this file, .xaml file. So XAML file has two different important features. First feature is XAML hot reload and the second is a preview. So you can see UI as you build it without having to recompiling the application at developer time. So this is a biggest advantage of XAML hot reload. In the last session we have discussed first two lines, XAML version, then encoding part and content page. Content page is one of the page to represent the contents or to deliver the contents. Contents may be a text or an image, etc. Then we have a stack layout. Stack layout has one of the properties, a margin property. We can specify the margin from left, top, right and bottom. First value belongs to left, then top, right and bottom. Then we have a spacing property. Spacing is equal to 50. Basically, the use of stack layout is to hold the child elements. So we can define the spacing between the child elements with the help of the spacing property. Then we have a padding property. Then we have a button. Button is one of the UI element. Button has different properties like text, then horizontal option, vertical option, text color, font attribute, and so on. One of the important property of the button is a click. This click property refers to the click event. Click property refers to the click event, and here the value of click is on display alert button click. So this click event calls the event on display alert button click. So this is a code behind function. On display alert button click is a function available in the code behind file. So first button name is a display alert and second button name is a display alert question. And in second button we have a click property and the method name is on display alert question button click. So this is a code behind file. So one of the feature of Xamarin is modern language construct. So this modern language construct has significant improvements over the Objective-C and Java language, such as dynamic language features, then functional constructs such as lambdas, generics, align-Q. Align-Q stands for language integrated query. So first few lines defines the modern language constructs. Then we have a first one as a namespace. Then this main page inherits the content page. Then we have a main page constructor and their method name is initialize component. As you can see in this code, we have two different methods. On display alert button click for first button and on display alert question button click for second button. These two methods accept two parameters. First parameter is the object as a sender, and second is the E as the event args. Display alert method is a asynchronous method and should be awaited with a await keyword. So as you can see in this code, we have a display alert method, and here we pass three parameters. First is a alert. Alert is a title. Second, this is an alert is a message, and OK is a button. And second method, we have a bool data type, then the response as a variable name, await is a keyword, display alert is a method name, and first save is a title, message is would you like to save your data, and yes no, these two are the buttons. Then we have console.writeLine. So we write the output in the output window with the help of console.writeLine. So save data plus response. So this is a snapshot of our example. In the first snapshot, you can see two different buttons, display and alert and display alert question. When you click on display and alert button, you will see the message alert, this is an alert, OK. So second snapshot represents snapshot when you click on the first button, and third snapshot represents when you click on the second button, you will see the message save, would you like to save your data, no, yes. Display and alert snapshots. So this is the difference between alert message on iOS and Android. So screenshot of an alert on iOS and Android, and screenshot of an alert that asks a question on iOS and Android. Now students are able to think and write the answer of the following question. Question is where to use await keyword. Now pause the video and write your answer. Answer is the display alert and display action sheet method is asynchronous and should always be awaited with the await keyword. In the next slide, we will discuss the use of display action sheet method. Display an action sheet. When the button is tapped, the on display action sheet button click method executes. This method calls the display action sheet method to represent the user with a set of alternatives for how to proceed through a task. After the user selects one of the alternative, the selection is written as a string. So this is an example of display an action sheet. So this is my design file, mainpage.xaml file. Here we have a stack layout and margin as a property, spacing as a property, and padding as a property. Then we have a button, and the name of that button is a display action sheet. And here the event is a click, which will call the event handler, and the method name is on display action sheet button click. When we click on that button, then it will call this method on display action sheet button click method. So this is the code behind file. Here the important part is the last part. Async void on display action sheet button click method. Again, this method accepts two parameters. First parameter object sender, second parameter event argc. Here action is a variable of type string, then await display action sheet. As I told you, display alert and display action sheet method, both methods are asynchronous and should be awaited with a await keyword. So our parameters are send to as a title, then cancel is our button, then we have to provide null as a parameter, then our actions are email, Twitter and Facebook. Again, we write the message in the output window with the help of console.writeLine function, action plus action. So this is a snapshot of display and action sheet example. In the first snapshot, you see display action sheet button. When you click on that button, you will see the message send to email, Twitter, Facebook, and then cancel. So in the second snapshot, there is a display and action sheet alert box, send to email, Twitter, Facebook, and cancel. This is the difference between screenshot on iOS and Android. First one is for iOS and second one is for Android. This is the reference used for this video. Thank you.